All right, so here he is. This was like the one thing I was looking forward to getting from San Diego Comic-Con. It was announced, it was hinted at a while back. I knew about it a little bit before then, but it's officially been announced. Ghostbusters MP-10G Ecto-35 Optimus Prime. Now, this was, again, it's what I wanted. I was looking forward to. I was considering getting a middleman, and about a week ago, Hasbro's PR team emailed me and said, "Hey, now that we've officially announced MP-10 Prime as the Ghostbusters crossover, would you be interested in receiving a copy to promote and review?" And of course, would I? I mean, like, if you've watched my channel, if you've seen my the Proton Pack and the accessories I've built, I'm a big Ghostbusters fan. I'm a big Transformers fan. So, Ectotron was coming. I had two pre-ordered on Pulse. I canceled one of those so I could get the early one on eBay, so I'd have one here for this review. But, I was not going to pass up an opportunity to check out this new Ghostbusters Prime. And you can see here he is. You get the full trailer and cab. The trailer has some slime splattered on it. The warning bar, the Ghostbusters logo, "We're ready to believe you." The phone number, 555-2368. Prime has an Ecto-35 bumper, or like license plate we'll look at in a minute. You can kind of see here where the old Autobot logo sat. But you get the whole package. You get the trailer, and we'll go over some of the trailer details. And again, it's the same detailing on the opposite side. A little the roof kibble that becomes a proton pack for him, a slightly modified here to attach to the robot. The base, again, "We're ready to believe you." The opening doors. And we'll show off all the bits of this here momentarily. I do have to shout out the packaging here, and I don't know how well it's going to fit on camera because I don't have a very deep review space here. But the packaging, he comes in a window box, a kind of rounded off, you see, MP-10G window box. And you'll notice there's like some rubber banded straps. Now I have already unrubber banded, and of course I've worn it. Because if you flip this over, his packaging becomes a wearable proton pack, albeit with an Autobot logo down here instead of the four red circles that generally sit there. So imagine that vertically. But the packaging itself is a wearable proton pack. I think that's, again, it's cardboard. I wouldn't cosplay, and it's got the Transformers logo on the side. I wouldn't go nuts wearing it everywhere. I wouldn't wear it out in the rain. But, you pick this up at the convention, maybe you've got you don't want to have to carry it around. You can just strap it onto your back and wear the proton pack as you're searching the con. Just a neat idea, a neat way of doing it, and a fun little homage on top of the toy itself that it came with. So, go ahead. The trailer goes on just like it usually does. He can rotate. But there is the whole truck by itself. You also get a roller in a darker color scheme with the No Ghost logo. And he has all the same options as before. You can fold this back to allow his gun to sit in there. You can open up this whole back thing. Flip this up, which allows him to attach and pull the trailer. There's also the extra little bonus here is that he comes with a special accessory that snaps on top and allows him to become a mobile ghost trap. I think that's really cool. You notice he has a little peg here on top because you got the translucent or transparent green Slimer with Ectotron, and Prime also comes with a fully painted, again, soft rubber Slimer, but fully painted in green with all the details, the eyes and the mouth painted, and he can sit on that peg as well and ride a roller as a trap around. So yeah, if you passed on Ectotron, you still get at least a Ghostbusters character to go with Prime as well. Speaking of Ectotron, real quick, there are the two of them together in vehicle mode. Not exactly to scale, but they look good together, sitting there in vehicle mode. Come out of the way here. Very briefly, let's look at just the trailer here. So you've got basically all the standard stuff. He's got the little flip down supports if you want to have the trailer stand alone by itself on either side, as well as the fold out pieces to support the sides of the trailer. Go ahead and get this other one out here. Come on, I'm gonna get my spudger. That's what it's there for. And we'll stand the trailer up. Now this piece just pops right off. The whole assembly does. This little tab that goes in the hole in the top of the trailer is modified to shaped to plug into the back of MP Prime in robot mode. And this, of course, is the same backpack piece. This is an extra piece which goes on the back of his pistol. We'll show that, or his rifle. We'll show that off later. But slightly different colors. It doesn't have the gold or the bright blue on this hose, but it's the same backpack proton pack piece that came with Ectotron. So we can just leave this plugged into here because that's where it goes. We can transform this up, fold it up, and then unpeg this from here. And now we have a proton pack for Prime. Although again, it pegs on right here. And this is how we're going to attach it to Prime's back in robot mode with this peg. We'll show that off later. And this will peg into the back of his rifle by way of this extra little piece. And then opening up the trailer, inside it is a standard MP-10 trailer, although with a bunch of red detailing. It looks like I said, it really makes the red look like the containment unit in the Ghostbusters headquarters, which is cool. Now the instructions show, and you can also, like before, you can bring the drone up through the top if that's something you want to do. The instruction manual actually has, it looks like they just copied everything from the standard MP-10 manual, because it shows how you can flip these seats up here and have spikes sit in them. He does not come with a spike figure. He only comes with the roller, the trap accessories for roller, the extra proton pack bit, and the Slimer, and then MP-10 himself. He does not come with any human figures, unfortunately. But you got all the same bits and pieces here in the truck, just designed to look more like a containment unit. You can stand it up on its end, like some people have done. But I just think it's a neat little homage that they didn't have to do, but making it all red in there really much echoes some of the design of the containment chamber. Containment unit. People have asked, he does have the ramps here. Ectotron, I actually just turned him into a robot. He doesn't fit vertically due to the backpack. And even then, if you take the backpack off of Ectotron, he hits he hits these. He doesn't fit all the way back, but he is width-wise, he can fit through here. And if you want to have him just driving out of the back of the trailer, you could do that. But that is the trailer. Okay, fine. Okay, not. I mean to be rude. And we'll set that off to the side and focus on Prime himself. And it's standard MP-10. There's not a whole, aside from colors and like I said, the extra backpack piece, you're not going to see anything here that you haven't already seen on MP-10. The transformation's the same. It would have been neat. There's no way it would have happened cheaply considering the price. It would have been neat if maybe this was how they gave us our first look at MP-44 at Comic-Con, but picking up as Ghostbusters. But no, it's MP-10, and it makes sense because MP-44 is like a $400 toy, and that would have been. Is my fridge all of a sudden grinding at me? Well, that's new. But yeah, here he is as a cab, and he transforms exactly the same way. You see, he's got the Ecto-35 license plate. green tinted windows, which is a nice little touch. Red and white, kind of a grayish black on the legs, and you'll see it on the head as well. Kind of a muted color scheme, but some red translucent plastic on the waist. But a nice looking white cab. And to transform him again, like it's just straight up MP-10. We can go ahead, we can extend his legs out here, and tab him from here. Fold this around the wheels. Fold the little tank down. Same over here. Got the die-cast feet, still nice. There are a few points that don't feel quite as tight and solid as my original MP-10, but at the same, which is slightly concerning, but at the same time, there's been so many repaints of MP-10 and reuses that you have to expect a little bit of that at this point. Getting this to, there we go. Just a few little fitment things that just take a little extra finesse to get into place. But there are the legs. I'm gonna come down over here and we'll open up, fold his windows down, open up these little panels here, pop his arms out to the side. First we'll pull his smokestacks up so we don't break them. We'll bring his arms out. Pull those panels up. I will say that while he does still have, they never really fixed the fact that if you push too hard wrapping this around the gun, that his index finger sometimes pops off of this joint. I think his index finger joint is secured much more solidly here on this version than my original MP-10. So I don't know if they went back and improved it or was just luck of the draw. But flip that around. And you can see even here, his hands are kind of that bluish gray black. And then his fingers are a separate, more of a gunmetal gray, which is cool. A nice little detail. Bring those up like that. Open up the windows. Flip his head up. And again, and you'll see those same colors echoed here on the hands. It's kind of a bluish black on the helmet, and then more of a standard dark gray on the antenna. Same with the fingers here. Bring this whole assembly up. He still has the matrix, and again, there's nothing new or amazing about it. It does have green in it versus the blue, but outside of that, it's the same die-cast matrix we've been getting with MP-10 for a few years now. Close that up. Bring down the Ecto-35, and then we'll go ahead and close those chest windows. Rotate these around. Fold the silver bits up. Same over here. Rotate it. Fold the silver bits up. And then up onto the back here. Like that. Open up. Oh yeah, we'll bring this whole thing down and around. Snap the abs up into place like that. Open this up. Pop his rifle out. And this is the peg hole I was talking about. We'll bring this up a little bit so we can see more of it, where the proton pack's going to plug in. We'll go ahead and turn his waist around. Oh, something's not right here on this. You know what? I bet you I put the matrix in the wrong way, and it's sitting out too far. That's okay. We'll pop it out and try it this way. There we go. Yeah, sometimes if you don't have that matrix sitting all the way back, it'll cause the chest to pop out. Now his eyes are, I think they're the same dark red plastic, so they're not super visible here, and the light piping isn't coming through. But there he is in robot mode. Let's get him a little bit more centered away here. The rifle does the same thing. You can see it's mostly a dark gray with a silver barrel. But you pop it open, and now he's got his standard rifle, which he can hold. Or again, like I said, there's this extra piece here that snaps on over it. and that gives you the peg hole on the back to attach the hose from the proton pack, which we're going to go ahead and do. So turn them around, and like I said, this is the same piece. This frame is new that just comes off the back of the truck, and then the same piece that held it onto the back of the truck has a molded piece that fits right into here onto Prime's back. So now Prime has his proton pack, a little small in relation to Prime, but it still works. And then the pipe comes around, put his rifle in his hand, still got the tab, wrap the fingers around it. Be careful with this one. Push it right up against where the knuckle meets the hand, and then maybe fold the finger around, because if you push right on the index finger, it will pop off. And then bring the hose around, plug it into the back of the rifle here. And now Prime also is ready for busting some ghosts. He's got all the same articulation as MP-10 Prime. You can look up and down, side to side, shoulders, biceps swivel, wrist swivel, the fingers, waist swivel, ratcheting hips, swivel, ratcheting knees, and the posability in the die-cast toes. I do wish the eyes popped a little bit more. And like I said, there's a few little bits that are loose. And again, that could just be random quality issues. But they're a little looser than my original MP-10. There's the roller. But all in all, a neat homage, a neat figure. Oh, forgot to pull this up. It's going to be available at the Hasbro booth at San Diego Comic-Con. And I'm sure it says it's going to be, the letter I got says it's going to be exclusive to Comic-Con. But as usual, there will probably, if there's any left over, they will probably be made available on Hasbro Pulse. And that's the other thing I got to say. Hasbro Pulse has been, all year round, been very good and a great way for them to have relaunched the Hasbro brand and the Hasbro, how they interact with the fans and let us get stuff. I know people have been charged for like Jetfires that are going to be coming soon. I just got charged for my other Ectotron, so hopefully that will be shipping soon. But like, they ship fast. Everything I've ordered from there has arrived within a couple of days, and it's just like everything goes up there. It's been so nice to be able to get some of the figures easily through Hasbro Pulse that were hard to get. And they're making things like they had a lottery this year where you could get a spot in line, to pre-reserve a spot in line for the booth at the convention if you were going. Just some little touches that they're putting in to make things easier for the fans. So if you can't go to Comic-Con, if you're gonna miss out, or might miss out, or can't get somebody to pick something up for you at the con, do watch Hasbro Pulse, because I have a feeling they're going to be going up on there, and hopefully a little easier to get than exclusives generally have been. They seem to be very keen on making sure that fans have access to their exclusives, whether they can physically make it to a convention or not. But there is MP-10 Prime. Here he is with Ectotron, ready to get out there. And at least so far it appears in the story, get out there and catch the ghost of Starscream. That's actually not the ghost. It's just the regular old Masterpiece Starscream. But he was back there, and I figured I would grab him. And just real quick, if you want to see the differences, here is Ecto-35 Prime, MP-10G with the original MP-10. I have the Toy Hacks labels on him, but just to give you an idea, he's not taller. I don't know why. He's looking taller there. Maybe just because I got the head and the way I have the head positioned. But, yeah, super excited. Again, it was this figure was provided by Hasbro for commentary and review and promotion. Like I said, review-wise, there's a couple bits that are a little loose that I would prefer be a little tighter. He showed up, and the way he was packaged, one of his antenna was slightly warped, but that was an easy fix. I just hit it with a hairdryer. But all in all, a very nice color scheme, a very neat homage, something I would not have guessed we'd have gotten in like a million years. And again, going to be available exclusively at Comic-Con. So if you get a chance to, if you're going and you want to check them out, hit the Hasbro booth when you have the opportunity, because at $150, I think this guy is probably going to be fairly well sought after. Put Slimer up there, and And I can't blame it because it's a nice looking repaint of an already fun toy. There it is, MP-10G Ecto-35 edition Optimus Prime, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive at the Hasbro booth.